Happy New Year to all of you and your family. Have a great year. So now let's talk about the latest release, which is Nobara Project 41. So here we have the Nobara 41. I'm using the custom KDE Plasma 41 or the custom desktop environment of Nobara project. And there are a lot of other options or the other desktop environments for the Nobara 41, but I'm choosing the KDE Plasma custom KDE Plasma. So here we have the desktop, which is a new wallpaper added. So here you can see the new wallpaper. And when we go to the official website, so here we have the official website. I opened all the important things which we need. And also it is having the KDE Plasma. I'm going to show you all those versions. The country of origin of the Nobara project or the Nobara is United States of America. And the desktop environment, I'm going to show you all those things in a few minutes. So here we have the ISO file. It says like a Happy New Year. The new changes is it's based on Fedora 41. I forgot to mention that it is based on Fedora and it's based on the latest version Fedora 41. Here we have the Calamares installer changes, the Mesa changes, the NVIDIA, Nobara updater and the Nobara-tweak-tool. And also, as you can see, there is like a major lag right now. I'm running the KDE Plasma custom KDE Plasma, but I tried the GNOME desktop environment. It didn't even load up or it didn't even boot it up. So I choose I downloaded the custom based desktop environment of the Nobara. There is like a KDE Plasma, clean KDE Plasma. You should be getting the clean KDE Plasma. You don't get any themes or anything in that. And also you should be getting the GNOME OS, but the GNOME OS was not working. So I'm going to recommend you to go with the KDE Plasma, clean KDE Plasma or the custom, which is right now I'm using the custom KDE Plasma. You can go with those things and you can try it in the virtual machines first. Then if everything is going good, then go with the installation. And there is also new Nobara driver managers. And also when you scroll it down, you should be also seeing the Nobara welcome, the package manager, which is umx-ng. And when you scroll it down, you should be also seeing the Flatpak, HTPC, Handheld, and also theming. And here are some wallpapers, like 3 wallpapers. And other than that, you should be seeing the kernel. So these were the new changes or whatever the changes. So this is my first New Year video, which is on the Nobara, and this is how it's going. So it's very laggy and it's okay because the KDE Plasma does these things on the virtual machines. It's not an issue from the project, but the GNOME version didn't work. So that's maybe an issue, I don't know. But it's going to be working better on the bare metal. So we are going to continue with from other things. So the official website is just the Nobara project. So this is the official website. And in order to get to the news or the release notes, you just need to go to the changelog. And in order to download, you need to go with the download Nobara. So I opened all those things already. So here is our Nobara. First we're going through all those things and we can go. I'm going to show you the fast fetch and INX and every Mesa graphics information in a few minutes. So here are the editions you get, like 5 versions of Nobara. The version we are right now using is the official. So this one, which is Nobara's custom themed version of KDE Plasma. The other version, you get the clean version of the GNOME desktop environment, which is not working right now in my PC, but I don't know how it's going to perform in your PC. So I had the issue with the GNOME, so I'm not recommending right now because it didn't boot up. Maybe you should be getting the same issue. So that's the reason. And here we have the KDE Plasma and also the Steam HTPC and the Steam Handheld. And when you scroll it down, you should be also seeing the downloading links. So you can just click on the download and you need to agree. Just click on the download and click on I agree. And it's going to start our download. And here you should be seeing the file size. All the file size is around like 4 GB. So always check the ISO file name and everything. And you should be downloading the ISO file. So I'm going to close every unnecessary tabs here because we got all the information. Let's close. So those were the changes. I'm going to go through all those things one by one. And the kernel we are using, let me show you the kernel. So you just need to type in about /support in the browser. You should be getting the kernel. So we are using the Linux kernel 6.12.7, which is the stable and the latest version, and also 6.12 is the LTS version. So here you can see the stable 6.12.7. Just click on the releases and here you should be seeing all the description of whatever the kernels are mentioned. And the 6.12 here you can see is supported until December 2026, which is around like a 2 years, and it was released, and it was said like a 6.12 few days ago. 6.12 will be also the LTS version, and in order to get the kernel you can use the uname-r, and you can use the fast fetch because which is pre-installed already INXI, and also the fast fetch is also already pre-installed. So I'm just going to close the kernel because we got the kernel information. And about the OS theme we are using right now is the Nobara Advaita, and 7.7 GB. I forgot to mention that my CPU is i5 1240p. I'm using 8 GB of RAM. Available RAM will be around like a 7.7 GB, and disk space is 1.1 GB. So it's better to use like a virtual disk around like maybe 70-80 GB. I'm using 60 GB. Maybe that's the reason there is like a minor lag. And also the KDE Plasma doesn't perform well in the virtual machines, but in the bare metal it's going to be performing better. You need to try it on your own. Do let me know in the comment section. And also about the system requirements, you just need to type in like a Nobara project or the Nobara Linux system requirements, and you should be getting all those information. And here is the Mesa. You should be seeing the Mesa and LLVM and everything. So the Mesa version you get is the 24.3.2. So when you scroll it down, you should be also seeing the VLAN here, window protocol VLAN, desktop environment KDE Plasma, and in clear you should be seeing the Mesa version, which is 24.3.2.0, which is the latest version. My monitor resolution is a 1920x1080 with a 60 Hz. So this is some browser information. If anything is important here, you can just pause the video and read everything. So we got all the information. So I'm just going to close the browser also. Let's close it. And I already opened the terminal and typed all the fast fetch and INXI. So let's go through one by one. So it says like a Nobara Linux 41 KDE Plasma Linux kernel. We already saw all those information. Uptime it says like a 5 minutes because I typed the I fast fetch like a few minutes ago. So it's not the exact time. I'm going to show you again when you scroll down. So the packages, you get the 3050 RPM because it's based on Fedora. Shell bash version 5.2.32. Here is the virtual box, the KDE Plasma desktop environment. So there is also the latest version released of a KDE Plasma 6.2.5. I'm going to make a YouTube short on that today. So as soon as this video is posted, I'm going to also post the KDE Plasma 6.2.5, sorry. In the YouTube shorts. I'll be providing all those information in my YouTube shorts and in the videos and also in the community of every Linux news. So try to subscribe and turn on the notification, and don't forget to turn on the notification because as soon as the videos are posted you should be getting the notification. I'll be posting daily like on the YouTube shorts. I'll be posting community posts and also the videos, so you should be getting all the Linux news daily. And window manager, here you should be seeing the Kevin window theme, window manager theme, Braze, theme, icons, font, cursor, terminal. You should be getting all those information when you type the fast fetch. It gives all the information. Right now it's consuming like a 2.87 GB, but it's going to be consuming way more than that. I'm going to show you the system monitor in a few seconds. So here is the disk. Now let's go with the INXI-SV8. First the system. So host, it says like a local host live because we are running it on the live boot. The kernel version which we already discussed. Compiler GCC version, you get the 2.43.1. And what else we have? The desktop environment, KDE Plasma, which we already mentioned. Qt version, everything is right in front of you. Frameworks version, you get the 6.9.0. I'm going to show you also the Qt version. If I showed all, I think I already showed the Qt version, but I'm going to show you in a few minutes. So the what else we have? The distro, the Nobara Linux 41 KDE Plasma based on 41. And this is the virtual box information which is clearly unnecessary for the video. And here is the battery, same thing, unnecessary. Memory, I'm using the 8 GB of RAM. I already mentioned the RAM. And my CPU i5 1240p. Here is like a flags and vulnerabilities which is clearly unnecessary for the video. Now let's talk about the graphics. VMWGFX version, you get the 2.20.0, and we are using the VLAN. XVLAN version, you get the 24.1.4. And what else we have? My present resolution of a monitor is 1920x1080. EGL version, you get the 1.5. OpenGL version, you get the 4.5. Mesa version, which I already mentioned, which is 24.3.2. And here is the LLVM. The Vulkan version, you get the 1.3.296. And about the audio, you get the PyFire version 1.2.7. And here is the ELSA. And when we scroll it down, you should be seeing the network, Bluetooth, partitions, repos, which is clearly unnecessary for the video. But if anything is important, just pause the video and read everything. And about the process, 262. Uptime, it says like a 5 minutes. I'm going to type in and show you that. Compiler GCC version, you get the 14.2.1. Shell bash version, you get the 5.2.32. So here is like a init systemd version 256. Wake-ups and everything is right in front of you. INXI version is 3.3.36. Let me type in cat /etc/issue. And now let me type in the fast fetch. So the uptime is almost 18 minutes. The RAM consumption right here is the 2.38, which is around like a 31%. So we got all the information or the distro information of the Nobara project 41. And here you have the notification, which is a bit of laggy. So it's pretty much very hard to use it on the virtual machines. Even we install it on the virtual machines, it's going to be work like that. So it's better to use the KDE Plasma in the bare metal. And also try these things. First try the GNOME version. If you like the GNOME, go with the GNOME. But if you don't like the GNOME version, then go with the KDE Plasma directly. So the GNOME version is right now is not working properly in my point of view or in my PC. So try all those things first, and if you're satisfied, then go with the installations, or else it's better to stay away from those things. And here we have all the new wallpapers. So the Nobara 41 wallpapers are added right here, which is 41.1, 41.2, from almost like a 41.1 to the 41.4. And other things were already added from the older versions. So these are all the wallpapers you get from the Nobara 41, and also like a Nobara driver manager and all the other things which we saw in the release notes. So let me close these things. And also there is like a installation changes or the fixes which they mentioned in the official website, and I'm going to provide all this information in the description as well. So right now it's not allowing me to properly use, so that's the reason I'm going to try as possible. So if it let me do my work properly, so then I'm going to do it, or else I'm going to provide all this information in the description. So the main changes are like the kernels and everything. I already showed you all the main changes in the terminal. So these are all the notifications or the desktop features you get from the taskbar, the brightness, the volume, and also the updates. So here you can update the system, you can check for the updates, you can open the package manager. And also about the pre-installed applications, let me show you all the pre-installed applications. So here we already have some updates, so I'm not going to update anything, I'm just going to keep it like that. Here is the YAM extender version 5.0.3 DNF5. And about the Flatpaks, here are the Flatpaks, and here you should be seeing the queues. It's going to load everything, so I'm just going to close everything. About the pre-installed applications, let me show you the pre-installed applications. Hover over to the all applications. You get most of the KDE Plasma desktop environment applications. You get the Fedora media writer, and also when you scroll it down, you should be also seeing the info center. Let me open the info center. We already got all the information in the terminal itself, but here is some additional information. It's not additional information, it's just the same thing, but in a short form. So the Qt version, you get the 6.8.1. I forgot to show you the Qt version, but here is the Qt version. Frameworks version, you get the 6.9.0. The KDE Plasma version, you don't get the latest 6.2.5, but you still get the latest 6.2.4. So that's the good work. And about the graphics platform, I already mentioned we are using the Wayland. Here is our other hardware information. And about the system monitor, you can just click on the system monitor, relaunch the system monitor. And let me show you all the packages, all the applications and process running right now. It's going to take a few seconds, and you should be seeing all those things. So we pretty much covered everything. And about the driver manager, let me show you all the applications. I forgot to show you all the applications. So you get all the applications. I already mentioned that you should be getting the KDE Plasma desktop applications like a LibreOffice. It's not the from the KDE Plasma, but you get the most of the KDE Plasma applications. And also about the Nobara, you get the Nobara-tweak-tool. Here is the driver manager, which was mentioned in the release notes. And also you should be getting this theme system monitor, which is from the KDE Plasma, and update systems are right here. And about the welcome screen of the Nobara, here is the Wine tricks. So it's not allowing me to do anything. It's way laggier. Usually most of the KDE Plasma distributions work properly. At least it allows me to use something, but in this case it's not allowing me to do anything. And also I hope everything is properly recording in the OBS studios, because the KDE Plasma most of the time messes up my OBS recording in the background. So I hope everything is properly recording. So these are all the pre-installed applications you get. And here is how it's performing. About the applications, it's consuming around like a 3 GB already. So if you have like a 2 GB of RAM or 1 GB of RAM, it's not a distro for you. And it's based on 41. If you want to use the Fedora, you can use the other desktop spins, for example like a LXDE, LXQT, XFC. There are a lot of other desktop spins of Fedora 41, which I already made every videos of desktop spins in my channel. You can just type in like a Fedora 41 desktop spins and you should be getting all those videos. And about the applications, these are all the applications running right now. I already opened the installer, but it didn't open anything. So the installation is also not working. In my point of view, I don't know how it's going to perform in the bare metal, but in the virtual machines it's not working properly. And about the process, it's going to take a few more seconds and it's going to open. So I'm just going to scroll it down here. So here are all the process. And let's go with the applications. Let's try to close the installation here. Let's quit the application. Let's close everything right here. And let's close this one also. Let's try to open the double click on the installer. Let's see whether it's going to work or not. So here we have the installer. And about, here is the about, which is Calamares installer 3.3.12. So usually when you boot up the Nobara project, it's going to open the installer. But in my case, it didn't do that. It opened, but I closed it. But when we open again, it's going to not work. But you need to open it again after closing the Nobara project in the system monitor. Then we can use it properly, or else it's going to work properly. It's completely different in different PCs. In my point of view, or in my PC, it's doing some issues. But usually it doesn't do this type of issues in the bare metal. So it's better to always try it on your own. Don't judge by looking someone's video. It will be some issues with the virtual machines. It will be some issues of some random things. So it's better to try it on your own, and you decide whether to use this distribution or not. And do let me know in the comment section how is the Nobara project older versions, if you are using the older versions like a 40 or other older versions. And here is the same installer. You already know how to use the Calamares installer, or you already know how to install the Linux distributions. So the same thing, there is no other desktop environment available. You should be downloading the GNOME or the KDE Plasma or the custom KDE Plasma. So these are all the same things. So I'm just going to close. I don't want to make a video lengthy. And about the driver manager, let me show you the applications which is mentioned in the release notes. Let's try to scroll it down and let's find the Nobara applications. So there is also the tweak tool. You can customize all those things. So here is the tweak tool. Let's open the driver manager. Let's try to even open other applications like a tweak tool. So here is the driver manager. No devices require any special drivers. No devices installed on your system have a special driver in your database. So here is the about, which is Nobara driver manager Cosmo 1.0.0. Let's close it. Let's try to open other things. Let's click on the all applications. So it's not a smooth experience in the virtual machines, so it should be good in the bare metal. So that's what I'm trying to explain throughout the video, like I already said like 2-3 times. So we already saw the package manager also, so I'm just going to close those things, and we just want to see the tweak tool, and I'm going to end the video. And for the main changes and everything, I'm going to provide everything in the description. I already showed you the kernel information, graphics and Mesa and everything. So if anything is left, I'm going to provide those information in the description. So here is the tweak. If you want to customize, you can customize. These are all the things mentioned in the release notes. We already saw the package manager, so I'm just going to end the video. So this was the video of Nobara project 41, and here we have the lot of updates. So you have a bunch of things here. You just need to scroll it down, and here is the size packages, and here is the Flatpak, here is the queue. Let's check the version. About YAM extender, I think I already showed you the version. So that was the video. Let me show you the logout screen, and I'm going to end the video. Let's log out, and also I'll be posting videos daily in my channel. So that was the notifications on the Nobara. I'll be posting videos daily, and also I'll be posting the YouTube shorts, and also I'll be active in the community posts and in the comments. So if you want to subscribe and turn on the notifications. That's the only thing I'm going to say it right now. And this is how the logout screen looks. And that's it for the video. Have a happy new year. Thanks for watching. Peace out.